What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Crossroads review. So you won't be lonely. I just wanted to do a little cheap plug right there because Crossroads, you know what I mean, the song. But welcome to my Crossroads review. Pretty much TNA Impact Wrestling, as a very stacked card tonight for this pay-per-view themed show. As we pretty much showed Austin Aries walking into the building, and for an odd reason, Johnny Impact having, for some reason, a whole bunch of guys with him carrying American flags. I didn't understand that. But as they promoted the match for tonight, Josh Matthews and Sanjay Dutt were in the back. Well, I guess in that little green screen studio, talking about the Crossroads edition for this pay-per-view, as we kicked off the show with LAX versus Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley, or the Cult of Lee. A really good tag team match to kick off the show. I actually enjoyed it. It was really good. I kind of knew LAX was most likely going to retain regardless, and everything, but there was actually some good action out there. Good way to open the show. The crowd was actually over with this, and people, I'll say this, LAX is over, and people do chant for LAX. There was some "this is awesome" chants, and it was a very great match. Hopefully Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley, I don't know what's next for them after this, but they really need to do something with both of these guys. First off, they need freaking tag teams on this show. I must say that, because who else are LAX really going to face for the tag titles? Like, they've done enough with OVE, and now, they beat the Cult of Lee here, so what's next for them? Hopefully they can get them in a better role around here, or at least a repackage or something. But it was a really good match. I will say that LAX pretty much got their bandanas back, and they retained the titles. Blockbuster for the win, or Doomsday Blockbuster for the win, and pretty much retain the championships. But yeah, Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley, hopefully they do something better with them. Alberto El Patron was in the back, even though he was not scheduled to be here, which I heard that guy was with WWE this week anyways. What is he doing here tonight? I don't know. Next was the X Division title and the Grand Championship title on the line. Taiji Ishimori versus Matt Sydal. A really good to great match. I will say that. There were some people that at least actually chanted for Ishimori or Sydal, but I really did enjoy this X Division / Grand Championship match, but X Division match in general. The title's on the line. Could have gotten a bigger reaction, but a most likely enjoyable match of all. Wish the crowd could have got a little bit more into it. Some of them did, but it could have been more. I don't know who was really supposed to turn heel here in a way. I think Sydal, most because of the oddball stuff he was doing every week with this yoga like promos and everything. So it's really strange, but it was a really good match though. They had an Allie promo for her match against Laurel Van Ness for the Knockouts Championship. Really good match. I felt the crowd was a little bit dead, actually kind of dead on this one, but it was a really good match here. I will say that. I still don't like the unprettier Laurel Van Ness does, or kill switch, like jumping in the air. Looks a little ridiculous in my opinion. Like, I know it's supposed to be a powerful move, but it's like when she jumps in the air, I don't know, it's something odd about it. She tried to come in and hit Allie with the title, but Allie pretty much hit her with the Death Valley Driver and a super kick for the win, pretty much becoming the new Knockouts champion. So we did have a title change for tonight. It's kind of well known because Laurel Van Ness was already on her way out the company anyways, and I don't know if she gets signed to WWE, or I heard she's supposed to be in Lucha Underground now. I don't know. Well, at least, Allie's a champion, but I feel like in one of her next opponents, at least it will probably be a better feud for either be Taya or Rosemary, which either one of them could really be a great match in general. But I don't know, the whole Laurel Van Ness thing, there was already, listen, we've known this for a while. Laurel Van Ness was leaving Impact since, I believe, January to late December. But it was just so strange to me, like, wait a minute, we waited all the time before they put the belt on her, and now she wants out of her contract? I don't know, really strange. So I don't know, just kind of odd, but people already knew she was kind of on her way out, so it was a really good match though, and Allie got the win. Austin Aries was in the back, as he had pretty much 3 to 4 different titles with him, saying, my back hurts carrying all this weight on the world with me. And talked about Johnny has so many he's got more last names than, he's had titles. And he says, he's got a shot tonight, but he's going to prove why he's the world champion tonight. Since Eddie Edwards is hurt from that baseball bat incident, which that's really had a lot of talk lately. I knew it was coming. I think I've said more of it last week about it, but at the end of the day, it is a ridiculous spot. It was reckless. Number one, it was a reckless spot. Like I said, I believe it was on accident. Really, it really was on accident, but I think it was pretty dumb for what happened to pretty much dumb what happened to Eddie Edwards. Like, he really could have been hurt more than orbital fracture. He could have got worse, but I know they're trying to make it to an angle out of this now, which I guess everybody's cool with it, but I don't know why the chair was just in that position, and the way it was hit, like, I don't know, Sami Callihan really could have killed him. Some people said it could have been used a plastic bat, or it could have been a different way. He could have hit Eddie in the stomach with it, at least, just hit him with chair shots a whole bunch of times. But that whole spot, look, it just looked, it was really ridiculous. It looked unsafe, and it was reckless. It was just really reckless. Like, it's good Eddie Edwards is okay, but it was reckless at the end of the day also. As this match pretty much went on, Lashley was dominating throughout most of this match until OVE got the upper hand on him. And as the match went on, Brian Cage came out and just tagged Lashley's hand, and he pretty much came in and hit the drill claw to pick, or the Steiner screwdriver for the win. So that for the win, and pretty much after that, he shook hands. Well, tried to shake hands with Bobby Lashley, but he didn't really want to, and just kept looking at him. As Lashley did want to shake his hand, but I have messed up those words. But Brian Cage did not want to shake his hand, even though it made no sense for him to come out there, even though Eddie was hurt, and for some reason Brian Cage wanted to be in it. But then him, blowing off the handshake, I guess it's going to lead up to a match with these two or something, which that's actually would be a really great match. But then again, I can tell something that I think people may already tell it's going to happen, because we've already known what's probably going to happen with Bobby Lashley, and I think we all kind of know Bobby Lashley is out of the company also. I don't know if he did sign a contract with that, or there's been rumors, or he signed somewhere. I don't know if he went through wrestling and MMA, but yeah, hey, I like Bobby Lashley. It really does suck. It really is out of the company though, which, but I think we already know that it does suck. And I thought he was a very dominant world champion and pretty much became a better wrestler. And I thought he cut some great promos when he's here also. But I am looking forward to this match with him and Brian Cage. Mackenzie Mitchell was talking to Johnny Impact in the back, as he talked about Aries and how insecure holding up all these titles. And he's not had more last name titles, that's true, but I don't call myself the greatest man that ever lived. But he said he was coming here for one thing only, and it's becoming the world heavyweight champion. They also pretty much said next week would be Feast or Fired, of course. I feel like a lot of people know who's gonna get fired, it looks like. And I'm sure everyone kind of knows what's gonna happen, which I believe is what is it? EC3. We know EC3 is not long for this. We already know what EC3 is now, regardless. But I think we all know what's probably gonna happen, of who's technically gonna get fired. Even though sometimes this match is kind of ridiculous, I think it's really gonna be tough to watch EC. Like I tell people, enjoy EC3 on TNA while you can, because we know he's in NXT. So if you like him, and just enjoy these tapings of what's left of him on here and stuff. I wish they could have done more especially when they brought Jarrett in here. But it's a shame they didn't have more plans for EC3, especially going back to being an EC3-time world heavyweight champion. But like I said, he's in NXT now, so I don't know if he's actually been debuted on NXT according to the tapings, but especially leading Mania or NXT Takeover, whichever. But yeah, we like I said, enjoy EC3. You got him. And as the main event happened, Austin Aries went against Johnny Impact for the World Heavyweight Championship. A really great match. I will say that. I liked it. The crowd actually kind of woke up into this match and enjoyed it a lot from both guys. I liked it. It was a clean finish, especially after that arm drag, especially after freaking that Mundo. But Impact there pretty much jumped pretty much doing that, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Impact. Pretty much rolling back onto his feet. He tried over an arm. Well, Aries hit an arm drag as Impact charged at him, and then after that, Aries hit the running drop kick and the brain buster for the win. I would actually like the clean finish. Good. That's what a world title match should be, a clean finish. And then pretty much, I guess, as Aries gonna shake Mundo's hand, Alberto Patron pretty much came out and clapped and unbuttoned his shirt. So it looks like he's going to be going for the world title now, since it was a clean finish. At least this was better. I liked Eli Drake versus Johnny Impact, when they did Bound for Glory. But you kind of know what happened after that when, the overbooking of what happened when El Patron came out. And I'm glad there wasn't no stupid overbooked spots out there and no run-ins or ref bumps. This was a great match with a clean finish that was really good. But I don't know, like, there were times when the Impact Zone was a little hot for this match, but then again, they could have been louder too. But at least they did wake up in this, and I'm glad El Patron just didn't interfere and we just get some stupid finish. Then we actually got a clean finish, and I guess it'll be the next opponent. But I will say they really stuck to this pay-per-view theme show. I liked how they built it up the week before. There wasn't no heavily, all these edited matches from these different companies and stuff. And they kind of, promoted their Twitch TV special for tomorrow, Last Chancery. So they got that going on tomorrow night too. But overall, I enjoyed this show. I liked it. It was really good. It felt like a pay-per-view-esque. I like what Don Callis and Scott D'Amore are doing. I'm glad there's a change of direction, and this was a show that was a good step in the direction. It was good. It was basic. We had a title change. I really did enjoy Crossroads. Hopefully they can get better with that. We know their redemption pay-per-views, I believe, is next month in April, actually on pay-per-view, so we will see how that goes. But overall, a really great show, and I think they did really good for Crossroads on this one. Like I said, the crowd could be louder sometimes, but they actually had some really good matches. And hopefully moving forward we can see something better off this pay-per-view special. But I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace. There's a lot of more wrestling shows, especially to get through this weekend. You got Ring of Honor, you got New Japan, which I got to check out the New Japan Cup, and Fastlane Sunday, which will probably have live reactions for. But this is my Crossroads review. I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out.